LA Chargers taking on Ryan Tannehill and the Tennessee Titans.
Joe Reed returning. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now.
Play brings up 2nd and 10 at the 26-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Taylor. They'll roll him out right. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
44-yard line.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know. Defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. And now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a Charger 1st down. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Taken down at the 40.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack.
He lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Tennessee offense set to go to work for the first time. And at QB, the man signed to a big 4-year deal back in March. That's Ryan Tannehill.
Not only did Ryan Tannehill resurrect his career in 2019, he may now serve as a blueprint for quarterbacks looking for a second opportunity. He moved from Miami to Tennessee, took over the starting job from Marcus Mariota in Week 7 last year, and wound up leading the NFL in quarterback rating. And the Titans went 8-3 in his 11 starts, snuck into the playoffs, and went to the AFC Championship game. His future is bright in Nashville, and he expects to be the starter there for many years to come.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now it's Henry. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
On the carry.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 15-yard line.
Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Drew Tranquill. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
Tannehill going to throw on 3rd and 1. He finds Humphries. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting runs. So much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Well, incomplete to Hill. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. This is a counter play. Eckler. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. A big pickup of 38.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Here's the first carry for Northwestern's Justin Jackson. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
Sean Evans on the tackle.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 at the Titans' 18-yard line.
Taylor a handoff. It's Eckler.
Austin Eckler.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. On 1st down, it's Taylor. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. It was Kenny Vaccaro there to get a hand on that one.
And that's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. From the gun, here's Tannehill. He's got Smith here. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
To Jonnu Smith. Brings up 3rd down.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
Tennessee Titans.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, While at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the second level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
2 yards on the pickup.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
It's caught. Smith. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Titan.
7-7, our score after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
A first down carry for Henry. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Derrick Henry. Got a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40.
And the ball carrier.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Give him 3 yards there on the first down pickup. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now the rookie runner from App State, it's Darrington Evans. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It was Joey Bosa working his way in to bust that one up. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And give him 9 yards on the 2nd down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
The Titans on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 21. Tannehill finding Davis for a Titan first down.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. Denzel Perryman there to bring him down.
Henry on the handoff.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Up 2nd and 7.
Draw play. This is Henry. Shoves him away. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
No gain there on the completion. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. 2nd and 9. Here's Tannehill. They set up the screen for Henry. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Titans have taken the lead. Able to punch it in on third down. Makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a fourth down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Here's Reed. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They'll run here with Eckler, and he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Flushed out right. It's complete to Williams. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
When I watched Mike Williams play receiver at Clemson, one of the things I was drawn to, his toughness. This is a guy who took some big-time hits out in the field as the #1 receiver and kept finding ways to make plays. And finally it's paid off for him, because in 2019, his first 1,000-yard season in the NFL, and averaged over 20 yards per catch.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
2nd and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On 2nd down, Taylor. This one complete to Virgil Green. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 22-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Taylor. And this is complete. It's Allen. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
The 7-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes it.
And this is going to be a Charger touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive, because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. Derrick Henry and the rest of the Titans offense about ready to roll again. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He's back to throw here to start the drive. That's complete to his tight end, Firkser. And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
at the 30-yard line.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26.
Tackled back at the
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
And that throw intercepted. It's Chris Harris, the Pro Bowl corner.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Getting set to go again here on offense, Keenan Allen marches back onto the field. You would have to think they're going to make it more of a priority to get him the football. You're losing here in the second quarter, and he's been really quiet.
I think all we have to do, and it's too bad we can't actually see the actual play sheet now from the coordinator, because he's looking down at that and saying, okay, do I put him in different spots? Do I try to isolate him? What routes do I run? You're exactly right. They've got to get the ball in his hands and get their offense kick-started.
He does have the 2 catches, but pretty quiet so far. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Complete. Hunter Henry with the grab. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll sneak it with Taylor. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. This time Taylor will throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. Here comes Ryan Tannehill now leading his offense back out there. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that 2nd touchdown now. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Last year's All-Pro punter Brett Kern comes on for Tennessee. Deep for the Chargers, Desmond King. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Out of the gun, Tannehill, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. 2nd down, Taylor's throw incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now Eckler. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return, and it'll be Titan football. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Now this one complete to Corey Davis. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Henry. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. More from L.A. in a moment. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. And we were down on the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads. I mean, you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit or an outfit. He is a huge human being and a lot faster than what people know. When he gets rolling, he's a lot to bring down.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Titans were able to recover, and indeed, they will keep possession of the ball. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Jerry Tillery. Ryan Tannehill sacked.
Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a fourth down.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
It is good. Makes the score Chargers 20.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
Austin Eckler and the Charger offense reclaim center stage. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on the other side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments. And you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half, it gets ugly in the second half. They come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination.
75 yards receiving for him now. And it's a first down.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Rashaan Evans, the linebacker, recording the sack there.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. He was able to pick up 6 yards there, so that leaves him with a 3rd and 13.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked.
And a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard.
There's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they're getting blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll start with a give to Henry. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
That's good for a Tennessee Titan.
It's been a remarkable day at the office for him running the football. Those yards just continue to pile well past 100.
And how about more than double-digit carries in the second half alone? That's what you want as a runner, because you've got to prove to your offensive line that you're going to be as tough as they are. They don't rotate in and out on every play. Running backs often do, so those who can stay out there with their offensive linemen, those are the guys they really value.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Tannehill. A short throw, and it's going to be pulled in by Furtzer.
Well, they weren't able to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
And this one complete to Smith. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. From the 50, it's Tannehill. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kaiser White. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
The Chargers take over.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Tackle made at the 47-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Once more, here's Eckler. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter.
It's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Kevin Byard. And great return as they're finally able to take him down. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
To Derrick Henry.
3 yards remain for 2nd down.
2nd and 3 at the 26-yard line.
Incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. A 20th carry down for Derrick Henry. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. A gain of 5. First down, Tennessee. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Tannehill. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Tannehill now to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The intended receiver there was Jonnu Smith, and it's 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly was covered, so that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph. They were trying to set up that screen, trying to get that screen to formulate. Took too long.
He ends up taking a sack, and that leads you to a couple of other questions. Number one, let's just get rid of the football near the screen guy so that you don't take an interception. But really, the big one, they just took everything away, and he was really kind of flummoxed on that play and ended up taking the sack.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Kevin Byard up to make the tackle. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. It's Eckler again. He's got the first down and more past midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Eckler. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense, rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a wall sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Whistle against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block would be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Anthony Lynn says now's the time. His guy's going on 4th down. But he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
Broken tackle for Kelly, and he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. Now I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so, because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You look at the geography of the field, right, where you are. That's in your favor as well. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that clock down. You got everything working in your direction.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got it 2nd and goal now as they look for that final dagger. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the...
Now on the return, oh no, the ball is loose. And picked up by the Chargers.
Recovered by the Chargers.
As that ball got away from him, and he saw the opposing team recover it.
He felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Here's Taylor. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Hooked by Kevin Byard. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused used phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
At the 20-yard line.
Now Tannehill. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Derwin James with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD.
Touchdown, Charger.
And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And this carries into the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end.
Well, it's out. Smith lost it. And picked up by the Chargers. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
Taylor on the keeper. A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Titans' 34-yard line.
On 2nd down, Eckler. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
So this one's over. It's in the win column for the L.A. Chargers. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers.
Flag on the play.